Welcome to Kitchen Magic with Brandy. Today we are going to be making some peasant bread. I've shown you the recipe a few times, but I just wanted to show it to you again. So we're making it today for a special dinner. So first thing we're going to need is half a cup of water at 130 degrees. Well, between at 120 and 130. Perfect. We're actually at 128. All right, so we're going to take a tablespoon of sugar, and we're going to take one of our rapid rise yeast packets. It looks like there was actually one already opened in here. Did not know about that. Pour it in here. Going to stir all that up, and we're going to leave it alone for about 15 minutes to get that yeast to activate. Now while that yeast is activating, we are going to take an entire stick of butter and we are going to melt it into our glass dish. Come on, yeast, get off the fork. Alright, so we're going to take a whole stick of butter and we're going to melt it into the bottom of this, because this is actually what I'm going to bake my bread in. And then in about 15 minutes we will come back and see if our yeast is good and foamy. Okay guys, so we've waited about 12 minutes and our yeast is like really activating. So this is what it should look like. As you know, we start off with half a cup of water. So you can see how foamy this yeast has gotten in here. Okay, that means that the yeast is activated. If your yeast does not do this, you may have old yeast, you may have used too hot of water, you could have killed it. So you want to make sure that you've got really good active yeast. So we're going to need 4 cups of sifted flour. I've already sifted this. So pour that in there. Okay. We're gonna need 1 tablespoon of salt, and this is just your regular, nothing fancy, ionized salt. We'll put that in there. We're gonna let those mix up a little bit in here. Okay. We're gonna add 2 eggs, because I actually want to do an enriched dough this time. Last time I did it, I did not put any eggs in it for our peasant bread. This time I'm wanting to do a little bit more of an enriched dough, so we're going to put a couple of eggs in there. And then we're going to, look, our yeast is still growing. It's out the top now. And we're going to go ahead and pour our yeast mixture in there, and then we are going to get this mixing. And I'll actually move the camera angle so that you can really see what it's doing in here, so you know what consistency you're looking for. Alright, so we've got our stuff mixing. We're going to slowly add water till we get our dough to the right consistency. So we want it to be kind of a wet, sticky dough. We don't want any excess moisture in there, but we don't want it to be dry either. Oh, there we go. Now that's getting good and sticky. See that in there? All right, let me lower this so you can see it better. Okay, that is the consistency that you're looking for, kind of a wet consistency. Okay, let's go ahead Guess I've got a very wet, yucky consistency here, but that is okay. That's what we want for this bread. Then we have our butter pan over here that we melted our stick of butter in. Remember that? I'm just going to take all of this dough and we're going to plunk it right in the middle of all that beautiful butter. All right, and then we're just going to leave it alone, let it rise for a few hours, and then bake it right for dinner. Okay guys, it's been a couple hours and our bread has more than doubled in size. So we're going to go ahead and put it in the oven on 350 for about 20 minutes. So it's nice and golden brown on top. All right, time to check on our bread. Nice crusty bread.